Take 2 bowls of rice. Sprinkle a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin directly onto the first, and it tastes like raw, dusty powder. But take that same amount of cumin, drop it into hot ghee for 12 seconds, and pour it over the second bowl. One tastes like a spice jar, the other tastes like a finished dish. This difference comes down to the behavior of essential oils. The molecules that give spices their scent and heat, like thymol or capsaicin, are hydrophobic. They do not dissolve in water. You can see this by stirring turmeric into a glass of water. The powder simply sinks to the bottom. But drop that same turmeric into hot ghee, and the curcumin immediately floods the pan, turning the fat a deep gold. Accessing these flavor compounds is a matter of solubility. If the medium is water-based, the oils stay in the seed. Fat is the solvent required to pull them out. A cumin seed is roughly 1/3 cumin aldehyde, an oily molecule enclosed in a tough cellulose cell wall. In simmering water, the cellulose remains intact. Water molecules bounce off the seed, leaving the essential oils trapped inside. Introducing the seed to 160-degree oil fractures that cellulose wall. The internal oils are released and merge with the surrounding hot fat. This chart shows the efficiency of that extraction. In tests by America's Test Kitchen, pepper flakes in oil yielded twice the capsaicin of those in water. With time, the oil extraction pulled 10 times more thymol than the water sample. This is why techniques like the Indian tadka are more than tradition. They are a method of solvent extraction used to move flavor from the seed into the dish. Successful extraction requires a specific temperature window. You must reach between 140 and 180 degrees Celsius. Below 140 degrees, the heat is insufficient to breach the cell walls. If the pan exceeds 200 degrees, the flavor molecules begin tearing apart. Cumin aldehyde turns bitter, and the aromatic terpenes are destroyed. This narrow window makes standard olive oil a poor choice. It smokes at 190 degrees, meaning the oil itself breaks down and becomes acrid before it can properly extract the spice oils. Ghee and neutral seed oils are the correct vehicles. Their high smoke points allow them to reach extraction temperatures without burning. Timing is the final variable. Whole mustard seeds go in first because they require the most heat. Ground cumin follows seconds later. Delicate curry leaves go in last, as they only need 15 seconds to release their flavor. This is a rapid process. Because the temperatures are so high, a few seconds of inattention can result in a pan of bitter, ruined spices. In the finished dish, the fat serves as a delivery vehicle. Since the flavor compounds are now bound to the oil, they are carried by every fat droplet to ensure even distribution in every spoonful. These lipid-bound flavors also interact with the fatty receptors on your tongue. Because oil clings longer than water, you perceive the flavor for a longer duration. This also affects how your body processes the food. Data from a 2025 review showed that the bioavailability of curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, rose by 76% when consumed with fat. To apply this, follow 3 rules. Use a high-temperature fat like ghee, maintain the 140 to 180 degree window, and sequence spices from whole to ground. Blooming spices changes the chemical order of a recipe.